I was muted. God damn it. Choice amount of fullerene. No, I will have you launched to here. And you will get launched to this living mass. Now that's fucking dope to look at. That's petroleum. Let's have that mopped up. Oh, that's gonna take a long time for that to go back down. And the majority of this is now solidified into 60 sulfur. I got ice resin now. Oh, I got insulation, that right. Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful fucking insulation. I can only do 2 if I do this. How much per? 400 per, of course it is. That's fucked! Well, I'll save it. I will not save it. Because I can use it on this. How does it make it tungsten? It's made of abyssalite. Oh, got a vacillator recharge. Ooh, 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 ooh. Vacillator recharges are welcome. Almost done. Almost done. This has almost completely been disassembled. Building. And once that's done, have them start reclaiming. Yeah, heavy water is really not doing very much to that. Bioluminescent rock. Okay, there's princes in here again, so you should stop laying profit prince eggs. Yeah, you're slowly eating away all of this. The water is still there, and almost all of the bleach is gone. Which means this will be reopened permanently. You are over pressure currently. Well, bud, that's about to fucking change. Permanently at that. Only at 60. That won't remain since Hia's gonna get so cold. Yeah, it'll try its best, but it's not gonna manage. I know for a fact it won't be able to do this. It won't be able to keep itself under pressure permanently. Even if it does, the base door will just remain permanently shut then. There you go, permanently open, and that'll also release the hydrogen, and the hydrogen will obviously form a little barrier up here. That will hopefully keep this cool. Hopefully you fuckers don't die too hot of temperatures. Good. That's well within your comfortable ranges. You're a squeaky puffed, not a buff prince. It won't be in your comfortable range, but at least you'll live. But even then, here should stay relatively cool, considering that this is here. Well, the best I could possibly do is this. I'm assuming there's decor getting through the door. Yep. You do not stop the call. Good. Good. Luckily they'll end up having more and more puffs in here, then eventually I'll be able to just open this door. They've already been super fast with the cleanup, which is fantastic. Oh, information. This information for some reason was like this for a while. Seems a bit snobby. So nice. You shouldn't lay any more puffs. Okay, it's slowly going down, but I'm presuming you're probably going to end up shitting out another one eventually. And there's a regular puffed here that's looking for food. That's going to have a hard time since all of its food's up here. Okay, the core here is slowly getting better. The chlorine gas vent has almost been overtaken. And back to my old reliable metal block. This puffed will barely survive here. Which is sad because it's tame too. You don't see if the pufflet prince is here. Okay, man, groomed. How long is your groom gonna last? Another cycle in a bit. I would like a few more dense puffs though, since the dense ones have kind of just died on us. Okay, you can stop loading that in petroleum, so that's a waste of duplicate effort. Oh, I forgot that the puff is making slime. Yeah, that pufflet prince will be up here. Yep, there's a pufflet egg. And once that prince dies, it's gonna start mass laying pufflet prince eggs. come on, where's a dense pufflet? Dense puff, unless it came from this bastard. Which it did not, since Inigo only able to lay a puffed egg. You are not here. That means I must have laid one egg, then died immediately afterwards. Depending on how, yeah, it must have died not long ago. Since, well, how that's half incubated. Beautiful. That means you're actually able to puffed, so this puff will no longer lay a prince. I should be able to reach this one from that slime block. Once I get all this cleared out, I will be preparing this for a tamer. And then what I may use this water for, I may take this water just right up to space and just make a hydrogen and just use it for hydrogen and oxygen production. Since I am now able to make the hydrogen rocket. Of course, I'm going to need the liquid fuel tank, and then I'm going to need the hydrogen engine, then the liquid oxidizer. Because of course, the liquid oxidizer will obviously be liquid oxygen. This rocket is already ready for the next mission, so I'll be able to send someone out. Pear can go on these missions, by the way, even though she's wearing a digger's hat, which I will actually do. Ready, Joshua. Since that one's already ready, that means this one's ready as well. Yep. All three of these are now ready for launch. I will continue to make use of that until all of this temperature is gone. It'll take a while since the bunker tiles also need to cool down, which will also need to chill all this. This is the frame of duplicates going away. Too far. That means one of these rockets isn't completely fueled, and of course it's the one where Ada is assigned. Of course, less duplicate labour, but also means that food will be saved, and the duplicates will not starve during that time. This is still burning since I don't know why. Is it because of the... Okay, it's a CO2, that's why. But it's on this tile specifically. While the temperature is mad random. Yikes, this really isn't doing anything for defense. Limited line of sight makes sense, considering that your line of sight quite literally fucking is halved. Sadly, I still need to keep it there because this part is still an exposed area. Of course, this isn't connected. There's nothing defending here because, of course, there isn't. They have been trying to use this, but they just simply can't because this area is still too hot. Which can be sorted with a simple fix. I will need to have actual pipe going through here to cool this down, since I don't want this to be a toilet for the astronauts when they return. Yeah, your pipe is full of my arse. That means I have too much liquid in here. I can't release liquid here since, well, yeah. Yeah, so there's already too much water in the system, so I will need to actually reduce the water. I will have you destroyed as well. I will have you destroyed as well. You require X. I will have you destroyed as well! With quite intense amount of hatred. Background buildings, no. Liquid pipes. I won't be having a block here since it's not going to be needed, and it's just going to block more than a set that doesn't need to be blocked. And this is defending this side. I would like it if you were built as soon as now, please. This has now been done. Any bits that have not been completed will get completed. It just need to do this though. This will just be powered right off the grid, so. This bit can now go since the wires are now in place. The wires are in place for you as well. Since this is indeed being defended. Of course, our defense is limited. Dirt. No more data banks. Yep, the chance of you laying another squeaky is going up dramatically. And there's another puff egg here waiting to hatch. If I didn't know that squeaky when I did, it may have died in the base. Because it was born in the base after these were tamed. But of course I managed to find it where it was an egg, so I got lucky. And I do need to actually have the YouTube page up for when and if people do join in chat. Well, of course I distract myself. Because of course I did. And there you go. Got the stream up, so now I'm keeping an eye on that. And of course it's now time on screen. There you go. That's gone. You are incredibly happy, so good. The more of you guys that can get in here, the better. Yep, this puff will now remain up here, even though it's going to bring up all of its supply quickly, which isn't surprising. I will actually set both of these to give off polluted water again until they flood themselves. This is specifically for regular puffs, and so there's not too much of that getting out. Imagine getting bitten by a space snake. Of course now the Puff's up here. And I'm assuming that Puffet Prince died. Considering that it's no longer here. It could have died from old age. Oh nope, it's because it's right fucking yeah, of course it is. And of course the oxide like made immediately vaporize the fucking CO2. Because of course it did. Oh, my arm's hurt. Welcome in. Oh yeah, don't say you're idle. I know you're not. There's plenty to do. As a duplicate in my base. It's called picking up stuff. And there's a lot of stuff to pick up. Discord. There is suits to go in here now, right? There isn't. There is. No clue why 90% of the suits are gone, but even though I made extra. Considering, you know, these kind of require the fucking suits. And these were destroyed by a rogue source. There's still CO2 getting to the mix. I don't know fucking how, considering I did put on a fucking gas filter. High pressure. Gas filter. Because of course I have a fucking filter here. Now break this fucking block so I can get in. And never want to fucking these joint plates. Because of course I need to get a fucking another joint plate in place. This does now mean I can just do this and just fucking destroy this bit. Just connect this fucking bastard up to there. and that will filter out oxygen and only oxygen. Everything else will be mass dumped, and that'll just either float up to space or it'll just congregate here. As I want here to pretty much a vacuum. Why? Because I'm an arsehole and fuck these gases. What I will do is this. Can't put down any more copper tiles, so I will now put down 2 of these in place. Then break this open and have this be a door. Of course, it'll just be a pneumatic door, but still. It'll just be the process going this way, while telling that they can go this way easier. And the duplicates can return. You can either come to this toilet, or they can go down to the base. This will eventually have an atmosphere. This will have a very weak atmosphere, but sadly, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Fuck! And of course, the issue here is the fact that I'm gonna need a joint plate. Because of course. Destroy those. Then I can get the door in place, since I need the door specifically here. Any spots where the sweepies cannot access will be swept. If sweepies can access it, it will not be grabbed. Sweepy docks will not be repaired either. Okay, they can be repaired now. Oh wait, no, I need to enable them. I thought I was actually enabling them to be repaired, but here we are. Bits like this will be swapped. Well, and here, obviously. There's finally salt in here. That's stunning, actually. That means that I'm using salt water for this. Which is fine. That means there should be plenty of ammo here. There isn't that much ammo, but still better than nothing. Is that Mr. Dawn? Aw, Dawn. Power is struggling. Because of course it is. That needs to be built as soon as possible since the grid is obviously now struggling. And these are using up not much power, but the gantries certainly fucking are. This gantry is taking quite a bit of bad damage. Since this is here, I will just get another one up here. It'll be out of range of this one, obviously. I don't care about how ugly this is in space, since it's just in space. This is a workplace. Workplaces aren't for looking pretty. I'll just do a ladder run. Shipping. Yep, perfect. Perfect distancing. Since there's not gonna be many rockets here. If there is a rocket, it'll be going right past it, so. Yikes, I would like if these were actually built quickly though. I will actually speed all of this up, and I will put these down on a 1 since they do not require the reloads at all, since the duplicates won't need to go over to them. And now there's damage. Permanent damage at that, which is fucked. Yep, completely destroyed them. So now there's even less power being generated, which will most likely get duplicates killed. Okay, let's check what the fucking how much power is there. Current load, yep, very small load, but that's gonna spike in a second, since there's no power being generated in the base because the base is not using the spam generation properly. Oh, that isn't fucking helping when this is constantly disconnected. It'll now bypass, half it will go one way, half it will go the other way. And how exactly is there no power generation here? Because all of this is connected. And you can't say there's no power. Because all of this is quite literally connected to the main grid. Be able to get all that done quickly, no doubt. Yes, it will stress them, but that's something that I'm just gonna have to deal with. This has very limited power, and even has even more limited power now that the solar panels were destroyed. I'm assuming since five yellow bullets are gone, that means this is built. This filters out oxygen. This will send the oxygen on its merry way while telling all other gases to fuck off. And of course it's now fucking backlooping, because of course it is. Which means these will no longer be as damaged. There's 3.6 grams of dirt there. Also, every time a duplicate picks up dirt, it should lose a tiny bit of the mass to the duplicant's hands, as the duplicate should get the status dirty hands. or anything that's dirty that is touching. The longer the bucket holds the dirt, the dirtier their hands get, the more mass is lost. But of course, since the bucket hands are tiny, unless the dirt is dry, which also does make sense considering that dirt is just dry mud, which is just dirt. Made a mess. Gotta be in space. I don't mind it all being up to here since, well, this is doing its thing, so dirty. No one, I felt like it was going slower. No power consumers. Well, yeah, you shouldn't be active at all if you don't have any power consumers. That's you meant to be an advanced piece of machinery that those do not turn on. If the thing that requires it isn't being able to do the job, you know, like consuming the power. But even then, it is so solar panel. It's a job. It's literally just kick to light. Yep, still no power consumers because the one bit that needs it isn't able to use it. And of course, they've used even more glass to repair solar panels that need no repair. Disable the fucking repair. And now there's no glass left because they used it to fix something. Because of course they did. Disable the fucking auto repair since auto repair is not welcome when it comes to my limited glass supply. You fuckers are able to reach there. It's just you need to rebuild that solar panel that you know, the thing that you need to remake because the resources you were trying to use, it to fix, and of course it's now entombed. And what's even worse is that it's hiding something. Buried object, which is the glass. That regolith can remain there since the regolith is going to do a job. I don't know how this fucking regolith here have all fucking places, but there is. They need to open this up since this will allow them to get back through there, which means I can dig this up. They have tried repairing, and I'm assuming they did so successfully. Which is not what I fucking want. You are broken, which I do not care for, since you are an active piece of shit that just likes to break. Also, don't love how this has been consistently hotter than the regular pets around it, always. See any of this? Where is it? The lamp. This lamp broke at 179 degrees and it got hot from the gas that was in here, that wasn't here, because the gas got lit out. Because of course it did. I'll need to get a gas vent in here since, yeah, I kind of need this room to be, you know, to have the lamp. And now another meteor storm. Meteor shower. Meteor storm. Yep, they're not going to build them, so again, another yellow alert. And yep, they're now moving the suits from there to here, since that's why 90% of the suits are gone. I should have plenty of material to fucking make more suits anyway. I don't. I do, but I also don't, since the material I need isn't, well, usable currently because the plants that make it are dead. And have been for the past few cycles. Too much liquid? My fucking asshole. Starvation is not happening, I know for a fucking fact, unless you somehow got yourself trapped. Which wouldn't surprise us at all. I would really like it if you fucking repaired this suit, Doc. I do need another rancher now. Operating, farming, building. Fuck it, here you go. Here's Mary. Mary under skill point. Construction, improve farming. And your schedule will be on the other schedule. And I will need to prioritize you. You shouldn't have your hat on yet, so I should be able to see you immediately. Even if it's white, even if it's literally, even if they literally have one skill point into the skill, I will allow them to do it. But Mary has no good skills, so I will not. I will only allow them to do those two things. I will be changing that immediately, since I do want her to be able to storing and supplying. She can do operations as well, and she can do attacking as well. I'm a sucker for diggers, so even if it's on a very low command, she can do digging too. I will require my duplicates to open that spot up, since that abyss light. These tiles being broken will be kind of necessary. How much glass I have? Enough to replace both of these. You are able now to supply power. This one is not. No more vacillator recharges. That's an indicator of something. That's really good for Abe. But even then, it's really good for anyone, so. Abe. They want a strength duplicate either. I guess he is now, I guess. One more cable, then they're done. That'll only be one duplicate that's stressed about going to the toilet, which they will most likely piss himself, but what can you do? I did adjust down here, so down here is now slowly cooling down. While here I'm still allowing to remain heated. Well. That means cold gases in here. How am I gonna do this? Since I want here cold. I want here to be cold. I want here to be scalding. Specifically, the Slickster room. Since the Slicksters obviously will make very hot material, which I have had the duplicants mop up since, well, the Swoopies are quite literally unable to keep up. I would have preferred to have not had to deal with the Slicksters. Okay, well, I've lost my fucking train of thought now because of the controller fucking just cutting off. Okay, I think I have a way of getting down there to where all that material is. Well, not, well, as in the crude oil and petroleum. And it'll just require us to just put a door down. And that spot will be here. It'll obviously be a pneumatic door, just allow this fucking oxygen to piss off. Yeah, no. Fuck off. Of course I'm going to break this beautiful light first for that. And then after that, dig this up. You see, this would be most preferable if you built these. It's not a case of do it. Then anything that will be broken will be destroyed. You see, I would have this go down to here, which I should be able to comfortably do. Which I can. This will automatically mean that the Swoopies here that are completely unusable now. Once this is all cleared. Well, once all of this is cleared, all of this has been mopped up and removed. This will be pretty fucking chaotic. Hopefully some petroleum ends up getting in the way, like a tiny blob of it, so it just stays back, so then I can have duplicates just mop it all up. Of course there's mop spots, but sadly those mop spots are just in spots where mopping really isn't possible. This is insulation now. This will never transfer temperature ever again, forever, I hope. If it does transfer some temperature, that's fine. Because you really can't stop temperature. Please do not exist in my house ever again. This is solid CO2. Hopefully the duplicates will be able to transfer that over to the ice biome, since that's where that will exist. There is a large amount of it here as well. A max amount of it at that. I will actually stop him taking the actual massive pile of it. There's solid crude oil here. I can't have my base store that. I'll actually have... okay, solid oxygen will never get stored anywhere. Solid methane, neither. Can't have those things in this biome, since this biome will get destroyed. Well, it's not going to get destroyed, it's just going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. Solid ethanol is not a good idea. Solid CO2 would be fine. Solid oxygen is not good. Solid petroleum is not good. Solid crude oil is fucking awful. Solid CO2 will be fine. I would store these if this biome was cold enough, which it isn't. Are you dormant? You are not dormant. Thank fuck. Yeah, you see, even if I didn't have the sandy shells in here, if I was to just leave this water the way it was, it would just obviously just lose all the gems eventually. It just takes time for some reason, and if for some reason they love to really just spread, even though even though they're dying from not only the liquid, but they're overpopulating themselves immediately. And what I'm going to have to do is actually save duplicate labour and just stop them from disaffecting it, since it's pointless. Yep, dying on solid. On Sweepy Stock. Dying on solid. Sweepy. Dying on solid. This stuff isn't necessary anymore. what I can do. I do have the gas pump in place. It's not powered though. That's why that was there. I'll just need to move it along one. And what I can also do too is this. Maybe I should get a tiny bit of automation in here. And only have this go off. I may need to expand this slightly. Not by very much though, since I want to have it here instead. Nah, just let it go. Just let it go. Since once I get a hydro sensor in here, this is gonna be permanently limited. So I'm not gonna limit it at all. In this bit, you're doing a really great job by laying it out, which I actually mean that since I don't want it in there. Broken battery. That'd be from overheating. Yep. The two rockets are back. The two valuable ones. I can let you out now. I sent Mary on a mission. Ada, I mean. No, it's me. Wait. It was Ada. Aw. Aw. I do like that animation. What the fuck? Sadly, this was destroyed. Reason this spot is here has one particular purpose. It's to allow gas, anything in here to keep it this cool. I could get some liquid in. Oh, it's 500 degrees. Why the fuck is it 500 degrees? That's 500. That's 500. This should be 1,000. There's some lost temperature. Don't know fucking how. It's 700. 700. 1,000 degrees. 1,000 degrees. You have been repaired finally. You shouldn't have been destroyed in the first place, but you were. You have your astronaut. Of course, he still didn't fucking even. Yeah, that's not oxygen, that is a Wheezewort. But this is wolframite. Shocked that's buying me even recovered from all the fucking heat it took. Even though the heat from these is slowly making its way. Wait, what? Oh, it took the temperature from this abyss light here. Why did you make a pufflet? This fucker had the chance to make another squeaky, and you made a pufflet instead. You did lay. Yo, where the fuck did this fucker lay its egg? There's no way that this is the egg, since this hatched way too quickly. Yeah. Because there's no way this is the egg. That's impossible for the egg to be in here, since this guy didn't lay. This guy didn't lay. Yet the egg is here, and it's from this, which isn't actually the case, since which Could be the case. Yeah. This time I laid an egg in here, then it was moved outside. This will upset the duplicants, so I am mopping this up. Don't know how some of it got in the fucking vacillator room, but here we are. Oh, I really probably should be using my iron on that. You may depart the vessel. That's why. Let's see how much gold I have after all of this time. 596 tons. I would have even more if I did crack into the other one, which is right here. Which I can technically crack into. They will be going into suits though. Of course, my naphtha is here. Of course it is. All that stuff would have been washed down from when this happened. The meat that's in here is from Pips. Oh my god. There were so many Pip deaths. What the fuck? And of course a lot of sleep weight. What I will do is this. A large transformer. Conductive. And doors. And also a lot of doors, and it's kind of unnecessary, but I'm doing it anyway. Since I'm wanting to protect as much of this as possible. Yeah, that's fine. That all of this being made out of lead is fine. These suits will be really hot though, so they will be complaining about the heat whenever they're in them. Yeah, they're gonna start grabbing a lot of that sleep weight. Oh, it's a steam vent. Cool steam vent at that. I could definitely do another Timmer for you. Of course, the Timmer will also be providing hydrogen and liquid oxygen. This will be a no. This one I'll most likely super buff. Then obviously cool shit down to liquid temperature, then pump it into here, and then here will be cooled. But even then, anything in here is made of steel. Titanium. Molten tungsten. That's one way of getting infinite tungsten, I guess. But it does trade the abyssite off, though. Oh. Oh, that's fucked up. This is just copy and pasted. Like the little bit of landscape that's around it, just copy paste it. That's fucked. At least it's always consistent. Yeah, exclusively hydrogen. That's only on one of them, though. Why did you put it here, you fucking idiot? No dock available. No dock available. No dock available, eh? No dock available? Are you fucking sure about that, you dumb bastards? No dock available, eh? You will deliver these fucking suits, you dumb assholes. You don't bring them over here. One duplicate at a time, please. Only 2 duplicates can enter. And they're the only 2 who I will let in. Since they can do the job and also deliver. I am tempted to just tear this down. Because it's failed apart from this. This has done its job. Probably be even better if I can actually fucking solidify all this. Or at least liquefy it. Then solidify it. I want to have specifically the liquid chlorine here. And as a unit, then I can move it. The atmosphere is too light in here. I would open this door, but I'll only be able to comfortably open this door once I've moved this liquid chlorine. Since what I may do, I may just store it in a box and just constantly be freezing it. Or I could put it here and open this, and this up. Then immediately have duplicate spill, because I will need to have it spill immediately. Of course, the atmosphere may hopefully this can't live in the atmosphere. It has to have a CO2 atmosphere, which is exactly what it has here. I'd also need to put a slickster in there to actually consume it all. Besides, the slickster will perish in this. Yeah, this only has grams in it. That's the old line that can be removed. So that's adding unnecessary steps to the whole process. I do actually want to make use of that wart seed now. And where else is a better spot to have it? And in the biome that requires it. I am sick of them climbing this though, just to get up here, since that's why the fucking ladder's there. Of course the water will fall down, but it's just going to be the good drawing the rest of this. What I'm going to do is finally do this. This will look out for water, while this will look out for polluted water. This does need to be on a 9 though, that's the thing. Oh, poor Mary. Don't worry, Mary. You have incredibly high morale right now, but don't worry, that's gonna crash soon. That's a promise. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba. I'm moving all of this to make way for another picture bump. And possibly another one after that. Since this did exactly what I wanted it to, it moved all of the water out. Since I don't want this biome being nice and cold, nice and frigid. And what I will do is, that's igneous rock, so I can't put this here. I'll put a bottle emptier that will only empty out salt water. This room is still beautifully clean, which is exactly what I want from this room. See, this is what I want the base to look like. I want it to look like this, with the occasional spot where it has a little bit of mess, and then the majority of the mess is in one spot. Yeah, the long commute will get shorter and shorter again. You have a lot of athletics. Okay, you are really fucking nice. Like, that area is so good. I don't want to have grilling as a first skill though, so I'll be able to take that off and actually give it more tidying. You are a snorer, so you need to be on your own shift entirely. Meh. Where's the night shift? Oh fuck. May on night shift. Ari on the night shift. No bathroom. There, she will never get in super. Ari will never get in the way of everyone else's shifts. Prima Gobs. Probably only one though. Yep, spandex. And Ari will get a cool vest. Nope, she will not get a cool vest. She will get a warm sweater instead, since the warm sweater will keep her warm in spots where she will otherwise get very cold. And immediately after this, she will be immediately sent to go Abby will take a little bit, and I need to get the I need to get Ari into the shaker. Oh fuck! That angle I was laying at was fucked. It was actually so fucked up that my blanket is actually moved like halfway across my bed. And of course, of course, as always, it's either halfway across the bedroom or it's under the bed. Yeah, that makes a lot of heat from the fact that all it does is shake. Actually, never thought I'd be able to do this, but I can actually sit much farther back on the bed. Like, quite far back on the bed. Which actually will allow the frame to hopefully regain some shape, which obviously won't happen unless I bend it back into shape. Because the bed frame is incredibly buckled. You're going back to the printing pot, aren't you? The Prima Gob has been donned! This will be polluted water. This one will be water. Liquid pipe. Anything that they can grab, they can and will grab. Liquid carbon dioxide is trapped in the walls. Of course, it's making methane as well. At mostly docks, that can be changed since all of the dock suits are now docked. I will keep these on an 8 since these aren't as important as some other things. No. No, this door is only here to allow the bugs in and out. I know what needs to be done here, so I will have it done immediately since I've been fucking skipping out since no wonder they've been fucking not putting the suits in the proper spots. Because they've just been not grabbing the fucking suits. Like a beautiful Camilla's done this now. Has the prince decided wanted to rise more? Which it did, for some fucking reason, because for some reason it has to go to the highest location possible for it to fucking take a shit. And now you're probably gonna starve to death since there's literally only oxygen here. Yeah, this puppet prince has most likely killed itself. It's saying it's cramped when there's still plenty of space. You've just through so many loops to get yourself kind of stuck. This is already reloaded, but this means that the duplicate is indeed in the rocket. Waiting to disembark. Oh, you just returned. That means you cannot be set off just yet since none of this is even full. Yeah, the last time I checked, the duplicates couldn't even put stuff into you, even if they wanted to. Considering it requires you to be fueled. One apparently is full. Somehow. Even though it's barely been fueled. Wait. Oh. Okay. Opening up GX since there is a...
Be stuck here forever.
No. 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 You don't cause an unpost that fucking video. I'm here to look at the fucking calculator, you dumb dickhead. I'm going back to the petrol rocket, which has oxalite. Free. There should be free liquid tanks. It is 3 liquid tanks, 1 oxidizer, and 3 research modules. These rockets, I do have them going pretty far out. I'm not having that fucking shit open. They are capable of going to 70,000 meters. Don't know why I'm trying to say this one can go to the farthest location when it can't, because it's stuck at 70,000 meters. Tracer onto Fellerine. I do need to send it back for a second trip, because this one's obviously doing its first trip, but it'll be need to go back for the second. Because this one had 2 trips here. This is the first trip here. This one is possible for the exact same distance, which is 70,000 meters, kilometers. This is possible for 70,000. Don't know why it's trying to say that I require 2015 kilograms of oxalate for some reason. Because I'm only using 1 oxidizer tank, I'm not using 2, I'm not using 3, I'm not using 4, I'm using 1. For some reason it's requiring 2015 kilograms of it. And how much in the rocket? 2015 in fuel. 1800. This one's been calibrated already since it only has 2 of these. And this reaches far less distance. "33 duplicates, the 34th will be returning soon, as they are 2 cycles away from returning." Which is that is the return trip that is with. $900, $900. Pay and Joshua. Are they both able to go in the rockets? They can. How much oxalate do I have? I pressed all buttons. That was just to do a search. Grams of it. Yeah, this mission. This will mean I need to restock oxalate, which is fucking stunning considering that I shouldn't be saying those words, but I am. All of the oxalate it's been producing has been getting not dumped. This will be pausing space missions for a while once the last rocket returns. Since I will need to send this mission, since these are already loaded, and if I unload them now, it's going to result in the stuff just being dropped on the ground, and it'll just gas into space. Since I am quite reliant on solid fuel. Ah. No matter what, this will run. This will run constantly until all of this is gone, and it'll keep running for the water. So when the water's put up here, it'll displace anything that's down here, and it'll put it up here. Eventually, once all of this is gone, I'll be able to replace one of these two. If not, I'll add an extra one for salt water. This is only being run on to fuel this, and this will power this. You are connected to automation. I need to actually adjust the automation on you, so you are 90%, and your low point will be 30%. And recharge threshold 30%, which will confirm that they will return here. Disabled by automation grid. Because the only thing being powered is this. This should be the only thing getting powered entirely. Oh, and this. It's powering very little, which is good, which is exactly what I want. What I will quickly do is save and reload, since the game is really tanking. If this doesn't work, then what I will do, I'll reload the game entirely. I'm going to put the tablet, as the tablet is fully charged. And I noticed the comments. No. Can you German? Well, I can speak very little German, just it's incredibly basic, so it's not really worth talking about, and I'm fine. I'm not sure if Leonardo is still here, but thank you for the comments and for the like. Sorry for not responding. Let's fix the quality, since the quality said it's at the fucking 1440p. Not 1440p. 144p. Because of course it did. This is all built. This was meant to be a room that I was meant to just have a fucking pretty pink atmosphere in, but well, yeah. Guess that's not happening now, but that's fine. I'm actually just gonna completely milk this spot dry, if anything it has. Always gotta remember, since sour gas can be burned, that just means methane can be burned. Even though everyone knows fucking that, so I don't know, I was getting fucking basic information. Let's break those 2 blocks. And collect some more sexy lead. Igneous Shock Rock should be able to hold. Another Abyssalite brick, yeah, that's way too many bricks. This does mean I could break this now, but I'm not going to since I do want to tame this. And I will be desalinating it. Sadly, the water from this, sadly, will never be used. Fucking break this. I'm fucking so sick of this fucking water. It's so in the fucking way. It's a liquid lock. I move all the fucking ice out the fucking way so I know the ice is gonna get in the fucking way too. Now, no matter what it does, this will be forced down since it's already making its way. Of course, it forced the salt water into a higher spot, and of course, there's already a ton of it there. Yep, and it's just constantly stacking. Please, you dumb bastards! This is an active yellow alert, and like, nah, I'm good. Because guess what? The duplicate that got the task was the one that was in the space layer. I got forced it out, and now, of course, now it's stacked. Of course, it made a secondary tower because, of course, it fucking did. So what I will do is do this, deconstruct this, and now I can get 2 here. These are here for specifically removing this, possibly this, and this. No matter what, this will move. That is an absolute mega pain in the ass. And now there's a vacuum in there, which is fine. I'd prefer to have a vacuum there so all the water gets pulled in. And it floods in immediately, flooding it again. Beautiful. And of course, it only has 1.8 kilograms of fucking occluded oxygen in there. Oh yes, it does immediately extend it. And now it's maxed. Let's fucking go! The amount of water is still going up here since that's there. I'm digging up more fucking abyssalite for this. I don't like digging up abyssalite. I really don't like digging it up. Why do I not like digging it up? It's because of the natural barrier it serves. It's a massive natural just fucking insulating barrier. Gas cargo, liquid cargo, almost done with the space side of it, which means almost all my research is entirely finished. No, you fuckers are not robbing me of these fucking sleep wheat. I would like it though if you fuckers actually did this resort, since resort is kind of important. I actually do need to see what the benefits of this is. Morale bonus, that's all that does. That's fucked. Because I would have liked to have actually had the year plans require less, but also give more. With a tamed freeze water here, that'll really help. With at least cooling down. You got the wart seed. You will now fertilize the wheezewort. I can really hope he has it against cancel. Reach in there and grab that. And there it is. There's the attachment, which means they can't get in there now. But what I will do is keep this here, since I would prefer a bit of a thicker natural barrier. This I don't want open just so I can at least try to dump this. If I can get the crude oil to take up multiple slots, and that's even better. Welcome in. Okay, so that's proof that I do need a spot for more suits. I'm grabbing a wart seed this time. I have 2 available, supposedly, and I will put the suits in their typical spot. They should not be on super only, so the duplicates should take them here eventually. These warts here are still doing a fantastic job when it comes to CO2 deletion. Since again these will be domesticated, I will allow air to get in. By also insulating it as much as I can. If they are unable to reach these tiles, that will be fine. This will leak out and hopefully just spill down here. I want them to get cold enough to where these will remain cold again. Oh, there's that much water. And I thought I'd see today. That just melted. That's fine. That just means there's more of a thermal barrier. This one spot cannot be done just yet. for obvious reasons. Max stress has never been so low in its life. I will actually have the duplicates just completely seal this in. Since they can reach the most important locations, I accidentally pressed the button. This does mean I do need to break this piece of granite though, since this piece of granite will be constantly in the way. Same with this bit. That frees it, and I just go and it just lets it go down. That can remain on 5, so that's not important. Well, at the moment it isn't, but they can still grab it whenever they want. Also, you have seen it right. The liquid lock has been infiltrated by water that I can't grab. And it's also crushed a lot of me crude oil down here. Luckily, this is made of igneous rock, so this won't get damaged as badly. And then there's this one that I can't mop either because of the fact that there's just too much water. "108 bomb lily flowers. I want this to keep going. Since this little fucker got lucky enough and got planted on abyssalite. The pressure here will keep going up until it pushes it up. It will force itself in here. Don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, but I really should have. Starvation. Is anyone stuck in their suits? No one is stuck in their suits. They are indeed fine. There is a lot of sleep wheat, so I could make their favorite food again, but yeah, no. I'll be honest with you, I would love to have a backup lice loaf farm, since yeah, lice loaf is a really nice little food. For the fact that it's just plain, no flavor, not bad. Don't understand how pickled meal is bad though, considering it has an intense flavor. Well, of course it would have an intense flavor since it's literally a pickled food. They gained that screen. Is the bomb ready? One ton. I want to move this into a spot that's insanely cold. Is this insanely cold? It is not anymore. It is in fact warming up. I need to have this in a location where I can make proper use of it, since it's a 1 ton chlorine bomb. How cold is here? Here is incredibly cold. It is insanely cold, since it's even brine ice here. Which means I could actually technically get rid of that fucking brine finally, because that brine was fucking pain in the ass. But what I will do is have the duplicates come through here and just drop the chlorine bomb there and just let it fall. Because at least then it'll be in a much colder environment. That will get colder and colder and colder. These resorts are now living again, which I do not trust. I'm sorry, but I don't trust the resorts to keep that cold. So I will indeed do this and have the duplicates move it to here. Yeah, that's not what I did. Come on, where's the micrograms? There you go, 4,000 micrograms. Yep, this is no longer pulling. Meaning now. Yeah, but so imagine you take up the entire room, which is fucking stunning considering that there's micrograms of it. Uh-oh, saying there's no gas pressure. Ah, oh, no cancel at that point, that's sad. That melted. Yeah, the ice melted. So my mom put on a movie, because of course she did, and it's loud as fuck as well, because it literally shook the floor. Because of course she has to be that neighbour that no one likes, who fucking, you know, blast the fucking TV at fucking middle of the night. Like why? Like why does that have to be a thing a neighbour does? Like, can you not, could you just not be a neighbour? Like, is that really such a difficult thing? Is to just be a neighbour? And not be an asshole? Eh? Eh? Did the stream freeze or... now the YouTube page wants to show the comments from the previous viewer. Please duplicants if you can. Please harvest these on time. They'll go up here eventually again. And once they do, they'll open that up. Oh, well, that's very nice of you, now isn't it? Oh, it keeps dropping into the water, that's why. And it's constantly heat dumping. Solid oxygen. What? Very soft. Very soft. Are you fucking kidding me? Liquid oxygen would not be very soft. That's super coolant there. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh. Yeah, this is constantly doing its thing. Yeah, another 6 tons of added down. This will be cleared eventually. I'll be able to clear the gas and I'll be able to get other gases up there since that sinks underneath oxygen and it sinks underneath hydrogen. And it sinks underneath natural gas. For some reason. Which doesn't really make sense considering that they're literally the same substance. It did leak down here, but that's fine. I need them to mop this up immediately since that's in the way. Since this is now a triple liquid lock for some fucking reason. Which isn't really a bad thing. This one can stay, this one cannot. That heavy's far too fucking loud. One ton of salty water. Dude, you get 2 tons of salty water. Almost. An amazing job. No doubt. Considering there's a few kilograms of water here, there's tons of salt water. And it's quite a bit of polluted. I feel so bad for the neighbours because they have to listen to the TV going nuts. This is made of steel. You are made of steel. I will have the duplicates move this away since that's not welcome. Yep, immediately takes by the fucking thing. Has the CO2 in here been replaced? Well lit. Pitch black. Realistically, this area would not be pitch black. As if it was pitch black, that means light ends here, darkness stands here. Which is not how it works. The light would spread around. It'd be pretty much like this, but the light would be evenly spread everywhere. Of course, the spot where there's the most light will obviously be the brightest spot, but that just means the light spreads farther. Let's check the puffs, which have all left here now, which means this does not serve a purpose, even if the shine bugs want to get in and take advantage of the structures. You are not being given that permission. I won't let you. And another prince egg. Don't know how there was another prince egg that was made, considering that there's yeah, you should be shitting out nothing but squeakies, yet you managed to shit out another fucking pufflet. You stupid fuck. It's gonna fucking die without ever producing a single squeaky, by the way. This fucker will produce no squeakies ever. Once a squeaky dies, by the way, these two will most likely immediately default. Yeah, they immediately default the pufflets. And then guess what? The pufflets will just die. And of course the grooming stations were fucking neglected. Please. Done. Do it immediately. This fucker is super important. Take care of the fucking creatures, you dumb bastards. Can't believe I just had to send any duplicate over here just to do this. But luckily, both of these are fucking are meant for the job. You need to care for this squeaky. And there's the Pufflet. The Pufflet will die, by the way. There's no way the Pufflet will live in here. The Pufflet could not live in here if it tried. Good. This is the perfect temperature. Solid chlorine. It reaches temperature quickly, by the way. It somehow managed to reach that temperature possibly immediately as soon as it got down here. Don't know how there's chlorine down here, but there was. Okay, so polluted oxygen will just become white liquid oxygen and not drop anything. Oh. So it takes the polluted dirt out of the oxygen and just turns it into air clay instead. That's actually really handy. That means you just simply don't run out of clay. Also, what's helping the liquid, the solid CO2 here is the fact that there's liquid CO2 stuck in the walls that can't freeze. Once this is free, this will immediately start making its way, since the oxygen will take up all the spots. Even though there's an absolute fuck ton of sour gas here, it will still make its way over. Oh, 1 ton of bleach stone finally. That's some mixed sources, obviously. One of the sources that used to be this, which obviously doesn't have salt anymore, so I can't produce any more. But I can say with 100% certainty, I don't like how loud the TV is downstairs, because she has that on the movie, and she has a surround sound, which is set way too loud. Oh god, that's the light, the way that's flickering for the light is way too aggressive. That should be so gentle with the light changes. Now it's so aggressive. Did you just eat fucking clay? No, I just saw someone eat clay though. Of course you're fucking confined, you're fucking Pip. $20 kilos, and then there's the cuddle pips that eat more and give less. Yeah, regular pips give more. Yeah, I don't understand why the Jackals keep favouring going to glossies, then meeting back to regular records and staying as regular records. But that's not why I have you. I have you for plastic. For specifically that resource. But there is an upside, at least they're reproducing. Faster than they're dying. Yep, this is going through its little this is going through its downtime of where it just doesn't do its thing. And what I can actually do is this and completely drain the room, because I will now apply supercoolant to the room. Supercoolant. I'm assuming the puffer that was here died. From the look of it, yes it did. I'll be honest, bud, I don't know why you even said the copper ore in the first place, since the copper ore could have been used far better if it was smelted. There's now ice in here, which means I can actually dispose of the stuff that's not required in here. It's actually so cold in here now that I can actually comfortably do this. See, that's not good. That the grid isn't full, while though these are full. Because all I want is for this to go back into the grid. But even then, this is actually pointless. And I can just do this. Since I want the power that's going from this to go to the grid. I don't mind the lost power. Ah! Yeah! No, you do this and fuck off. And then do that. You do it in the order I want it done in. So squeaky. Oh, I had 2 duplicates in here the entire fucking time. You did good, little Squeaky Puff. You did good. Maxed out pretty much immediately. Even with automation attached to these, they're still gonna max out. Meow. Yeah, it's just absolutely struggling to keep liquid methane. Are you stupid? Oh, I think this steam turbine is brain dead. Yeah, no, all selectors that end up down there will be killed from now on. All! Slick says. Okay, I'm actually gonna end it. I'm actually starting to fall asleep. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed today's stream, please consider subscribing and following on the Twitch page, since I will be streaming on Twitch tomorrow and the entire eve next week. So thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day or night.